If your upstairs neighbor's footsteps suddenly stop in the middle of the night, maybe it's not because they went to sleep. My name is Ryan Cole, and about a year ago, I moved into this old apartment complex in Chicago. It was exactly what you'd expect for the price. Small, a bit run down, and the walls were pitched. Every single night, like clockwork, I'd hear my upstairs neighbor, from midnight until about 3 in the morning, just pacing back and forth. The steps were heavy, restless. It was annoying, but I got used to it. It became part of the building's soundtrack. But then, one night, it just stopped. Complete silence. It was almost more unsettling than the noise. The next morning, on my way to work, I saw a police car parked out front. An officer was talking to my landlord, keeping his voice low. I couldn't hear much, but one thing stuck out, a detail that made my blood run cold. 6B. That was her apartment, the one right above mine. That night, the quiet was gone. Instead, I heard a different sound from above, a slow, dragging noise. It scraped across the floor, heavy and uneven. Fed up and a little freaked out, I banged on my ceiling with a broom handle. "Hey, keep it down up there." The dragging stopped. Silence again. After a few minutes, I decided I'd had enough. I marched upstairs to give her a piece of my mind. When I got to apartment 6B, the door was slightly ajar. I knocked, but there was no answer. "Hello?" I called out, pushing the door open a little more. The apartment was dark and seemed empty, but a strange, damp smell hung in the air. I took a step inside, and my shoe made a squelching sound on the carpet. Pulling out my phone, I turned on the flashlight. The beam cut through the darkness, revealing a dark, wet trail leading from the living room toward the bedroom. And that's when I saw its scattered mail, water stains everywhere, and a strip of yellow police tape stuck to the door frame. I didn't even think. I just ran back downstairs, my heart hammering against my ribs. The next day, I cornered my landlord. I had to know what was going on. He looked tired, worn out. He told me, the woman in 6B, she was found last week. Passed away. The apartment's been sealed since Monday. That night, I couldn't sleep. I just lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to the silence. And then I heard it. Footsteps. The same heavy, restless pacing. But this time, it wasn't coming from upstairs. It was right there, in my own apartment. The sound moved from the front door, across the living room, and stopped right beside my bed.